On February 1, 2017, the bustling streets of Shanghai were starkly contrasted by the harrowing confession of Chu Xiaodong. This man walked into a police station and, with a calm demeanor that belied the horror of his actions, admitted to a crime so grotesque it would send shockwaves throughout the city. He confessed to the unthinkable, the murder of his wife, Yang Leping, a beloved model whose life was tragically cut short in a fit of rage. As the details of the crime emerged, the facade of a perfect marriage shattered, revealing a tale steeped in jealousy, betrayal, and manipulation. In the days leading up to his confession, Chu had hidden Yang's dismembered body in a refrigerator, a grotesque act that would haunt the city and her grieving family. The revelation of such brutality against a woman who once symbolized beauty and grace left the community in disbelief, grappling with the duality of love turned lethal. This is not just a story of murder. It's a dark exploration of a relationship that spiraled into chaos, a reflection of the complexities of human emotions where love can swiftly transform into a deadly obsession. Join us as we delve deeper into the chilling events that led to that fateful day, uncovering the secrets that lay beneath the surface of a once promising romance. In the bustling city of Shanghai, where bright lights flash and dreams of wealth and success fill the air, Chu Xiaodong's life began in chaos. Born into a broken family, his childhood was filled with loud arguments and tears. His parents fought constantly, creating a dark cloud over his early years. From a young age, Chu learned that life could be cruel. He watched his mother cry when his father walked out the door, leaving them to struggle alone. This pain shaped him, planting a deep fear of being abandoned. Growing up, Chu found a sense of belonging in a local gang. This group gave him friendship and a thrill that filled the emptiness he felt at home. They roamed the streets, engaging in petty crimes that offered a brief escape from their harsh realities. However, his reckless behavior caught up with him. One bad decision led to his arrest and a stay in a juvenile detention center. This experience was a wake-up call for Chu, showing him the consequences of his choices. When he was released, he vowed to turn his life around. But the scars of his past still haunted him. With a fresh start, Chu enrolled in a vocational school, hoping for a better future. Yet instead of focusing on his studies, he chased after a life of luxury. He took a job as a sales clerk in a busy shopping mall, but quickly fell into a pattern of overspending and accumulating debt. Chu's charm and good looks helped him win over many women, who often ended up paying for his expensive tastes. But no matter how many friends he made or how many nights he partied, he still felt an emptiness inside. In the summer of 2013, everything changed when he met Yang Leping. She was a beautiful and talented model, admired by everyone around her. Yang had dreams of success and was known for her kindness and hard work. From the moment they met, Chu was captivated by her. She represented everything he wanted in life: happiness, beauty, and love. Yang was like a breath of fresh air, and for the first time, Chu felt hope. Their relationship blossomed quickly, filled with laughter and promises of a bright future. Chu found himself falling deeply in love with Yang, but beneath the surface, his insecurities grew. He feared losing her and felt that he could never be enough for her. In a desperate attempt to keep her by his side, he spun tales about his life. He made himself out to be a man of mystery, hiding the truth of his troubled past. But then, just a few weeks into their romance, Chu suddenly disappeared. Yang was left heartbroken and confused, not knowing why he had vanished. After 3 months, he reappeared, claiming he had been diagnosed with a brain tumor and had only a short time left to live. This shocking revelation struck Yang like a thunderbolt. She felt an overwhelming sense of compassion for him, believing she could bring him comfort in his final days. This was a moment of twisted fate. Yang's heart ached for the man who was hiding his true nature. People in love can be so blind, Yang's mother would later reflect, her heart heavy with sorrow. I never trusted Chu Xiaodong, but my daughter wouldn't listen. Despite her mother's warnings, Yang dove into the relationship, convinced she could save him from his dark fate. She was drawn to Chu's vulnerability, not realizing the darkness lurking within him. Their wedding in late 2015 was a modest affair. Although they didn't have much money, the day was filled with love. Yang wore a simple dress, choosing to keep the spirit of joy alive despite their struggles. However, as they settled into married life, the cracks in their relationship began to show. Chu became increasingly lazy and dependent on Yang, refusing to contribute financially. The tension mounted as their dreams clashed with reality. They lived in a small 30-square-meter apartment in Hongkou, a place Yang's mother had gifted her. What should have been a cozy home became a battlefield where love turned to resentment. Yang worked long hours to support them, while Chu spent his days wallowing in self-pity. Their arguments grew fiercer, and with each fight, the love they once shared slipped further away. On October 17, 2016, everything changed. An argument erupted over money, an all-too-familiar topic that ignited the flames of their unresolved issues. In a moment of rage, overwhelmed by anger and desperation, Chu crossed a line he could never return from. He struck Yang, the woman he had once vowed to love and protect. As the fight escalated, he lost control, his emotions spiraling into violence. When the chaos settled, he stood over Yang, frozen in disbelief. She lay on the floor, her life extinguished in an instant. Panic flooded his mind as he realized what he had done. Fear took over, and in a moment of sheer desperation, he resorted to unspeakable actions to hide his crime. In a fit of madness, he dismembered her body and stored the pieces in a refrigerator on the balcony, believing he could escape the consequences. Days turned into weeks, and Chu's life became a twisted charade. He took Yang's phone, pretending she was still alive, and sent messages to her friends and family claiming her account had been hacked. He meticulously crafted a lie to maintain the illusion that their life together was unchanged. But behind closed doors, he was a man tormented by guilt, haunted by the memories of his horrific actions. As time went on, the weight of his deceit became unbearable. On February 1, 2017, the guilt finally pushed him to a breaking point. It was Yang's father's birthday, a day meant for celebration that was now overshadowed by grief. During the family gathering, the absence of their beloved daughter was a painful reminder of what they had lost. Overwhelmed by guilt, Chu made a devastating choice. He confessed to Yang's family, revealing the horrifying truth of what had happened. The shock was instantaneous, a cold wave of disbelief washing over them. Yang's mother collapsed, her heart shattered by the man she had once welcomed into their home. Their dreams for Yang's future vanished in an instant, leaving a gaping void that would never heal. The aftermath was chaotic. The authorities swiftly arrested Chu, and news of the murder spread like wildfire through the community. The story of Yang Leping, a rising star in Shanghai, became a tragedy that captivated the city. Her beauty and talent were overshadowed by the horror of her untimely death, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind closed doors. On August 23, 2018, the Shanghai Intermediate People's Court delivered its verdict. Chu Xiaodong was sentenced to death for his crime, a punishment that shocked many, but seemed just for the horror he had committed. The courtroom was filled with the weight of grief, the echoes of Yang's laughter now silenced forever. As the gavel struck down, the community breathed a collective sigh of relief, hoping this would bring some closure to the pain they had endured. But Chu was not finished. He appealed the sentence, pleading for mercy and expressing regret for his actions. He painted himself as a broken man, a victim of circumstance who had lost control in a moment of anger. Yet, the court saw through his pleas, recognizing the calculated nature of his crime. On July 5, 2019, the court upheld the death sentence, sealing his fate. Finally, on June 2, 2020, Chu Xiaodong faced the ultimate consequence for his actions. As news of his execution spread, the community grappled with the reality of what had transpired. Some felt relief, while others struggled with the questions that lingered. How could someone capable of such love turn into a monster? What signs had they missed along the way? Yang Leping's story became a haunting tale that resonated with many. Friends and family mourned the loss of a vibrant soul who had so much to give. In her memory, they sought to raise awareness about the dangers of domestic violence and the importance of recognizing the signs of toxic relationships. They wanted to ensure that Yang's tragedy would not be in vain, that her life and dreams would inspire change. As the sun set over Shanghai, casting a golden glow over the city, her memory lived on. She became a symbol of hope and resilience, a reminder that love should never be a source of pain. Her story echoed in the hearts of those who had loved her, urging them to speak out against violence and seek help in times of need. In the end, the tale of Chu Xiaodong was not just a story of crime. It was a cautionary tale about the depths of despair, the power of love, and the importance of recognizing one's true self before it's too late. As the city moved forward, the echoes of Yang's laughter reminded everyone that life is fragile and should be cherished. The tragedy served as a powerful reminder that love, while beautiful, can also be dangerously deceptive.